All right. Okay, guys. Hey, I'm going to give it 1 minute. If you are coming on here, if it's not live, just fast forward to the 1 minute mark. And that's where I'm going to start. So, and for you guys that are on there, can you guys please give me a sound check? Uh, 1, 2, 3, 8 for great, and 0 that you cannot hear me. Let me make sure my audio is up. I think everything is good. Hello, sir. Okay, you guys can hear me? Yep, okay. I'm using this thing called the Yeti mic. Man, guys, I got a good one here. All right. I am at the 1 minute mark. Okay, guys. Hey, I just got this. You guys know I did this video on a guy named Jimmy Evans. Yes, Jimmy Evans from Marriage Today. And I went on his video that my ex wife gave me when we were going through our battles there. And she tried to give this to me to saying that this is her justification for filing for legal separation, saying that it's very biblical because Jimmy Evans said so. So Jimmy Evans said so. So anyway, I went on to his video, and I must have commented a year ago, but you can go in there and see he has a video called Constructive Separation. I may put it on there so you can see it. But I commented on there and obviously said, this is so wicked. This is unbiblical. Well, there was a woman, won't even call her a sister, a woman named Elizabeth Johnson. Elizabeth Johnson went on there and commented and talked about how she did use the constructive separation. And she tried to, in a way, compare it to me. But she said, this is what she said. She said that, sorry, guys. I need to turn off my, let me put this on mute here. Plane mode. So anyway, she said that I did she said a lot of things, but she says that she was basically justifying that a woman has feelings. Feelings are real. Emotions are real, and that somebody could be emotionally abused. Okay, maybe. But where's the concrete evidence? Where is the concrete evidence? So anyway, she talked about how she did do the constructive separation, but things got so much worse. And she said that, well, yeah, of course it's going to get worse when you use constructive separation. There's nothing constructive about separating. Now, this is the part where I'm glad I got evidence. I got evidence right here on how unbiblical Christianity is. But this woman goes on in this thing, and you can go in there and check her comment, and you guys can comment. But she went. Let me just go ahead and read this to you, just so you guys know I'm not making this thing up. Okay, so let me make this thing up, and let me read this. It says, this is Elizabeth Johnson, and it says, even if she feels abused, there is an issue because whatever a man or woman thinks he or she is, if you are insensitive to her feelings and you use the Bible to invalidate her emotions, how can you use the Bible to invalidate emotion? The Bible has nothing to do with your emotions. It has to do with obedience to the Most High Yah. It has to do with love. But you see how they put the Roman Greco. She said she is most likely feeling abused. I was that woman. I told my ex-husband. Now we're talking about a woman talking about her ex-husband. Over and over again, I did constructive separation, but things got so much worse. Very much like you. Woman, do not compare yourself to me. I am a man. You see, that's where you went wrong. You already think that you're equal to me. You're not equal to me. You can't use the same comparison. Yeah, it got worse because you usurped the authority of your husband. You're not supposed to do that. It says this, very much like you. My ex and I was trying to use sex against him, even though I never did that in our marriage ever. I always had the needs in mind. My ex-husband didn't believe he was abusive either. He believed that he could treat me any kind of way as long as he didn't cheat. Emotions are real. This is straight up all about emotions. If you truly love her, will be patient with her and not want to see her hurt by your actions or words. You will bear all things. This is manipulations with her and treat her as a gift from the Lord. Her emotional well-being would be important to you. You will want to see her happy, happy wife, happy life, right? And fulfilled. And I was extremely loyal for 20 years. And then I just got worn down by his abusive behavior. Look what she mentions here. She does not mention anything physical. She said spiritual, psychological, emotional, financial. It caused anxiety, depression, and wears on your body. After years of unseen abuse, it can cause sickness and disease. This is the kind of abuse that kills from inside out. Still, to this day, he doesn't see it, even after the Lord warned him in several dreams. He never truly repented. He continues to blame me and falsely accuse me of the things he actually did. I pray the Lord will give you insight and love. Divorce is not easy out and it's hard and painful, but I chose life over a very slow death. The Bible was not meant to be used to control people. It was written to get to know the Lord's heart and for us to turn and we fall in love with him. I mean, so you can see it's easier. So anyway, so she's going on talking about emotions, a whole bunch of emotions. I have seen this enough now to know that you can't take this. Most people in Christianity would take this like, oh, she was hurt and everything. But this woman went out of her own way to usurp the authority of her husband. I don't know what all the details, but her coming out here saying what she's saying, basing off of saying that that she used the technique of Jimmy Evans is wrong. And here's why. You go to 1 Timothy. If you go to 1 Timothy chapter 2, it clearly talks about not usurping the authority of the husband. And so how do you get around that? It says, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works, right? With good works. He says, let not the woman learn. He said, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Remember, Adam was the one that was, it was Eve that was deceived, not Adam. Another one, when you go to 1 Corinthians 7, let me just go to this one, 1 Corinthians 7:10. She's saying what the Lord thinks. Well, what about when the Lord says, and unto Mary, and this is what Paul says, unto Mary, I command, he says, I command, yet not I, but the Lord. This is the Lord. You said the Lord is all about what? Falling in love. He says, but the Lord, let not the wife depart from her husband. But if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. So when it really comes down to it, there is no such thing. Constructive separation is they come up with these colorful words. And these words, and you think that it means something, but it's not even biblical. It sounds nice when you hear it like, oh, constructive. Oh, we're about to construct something here to separate. How do you constructively separate? How's that? How does it even exist? The only major purpose of constructive separation, according to Jimmy Evans in Marriage Today, is to manipulate the person you're trying to control. And in this case, they teach women how to use the legal system to separate from their husband to get them back in line, because a lot of times the men are the one who are the breadwinners. And so the way you get to him, to manipulate him, to get him to acquiesce and capitulate to the woman, is use the court system to put him in check. That's exactly what's going on. This is what they call witchcraft. Does this not say also in 1 Samuel chapter 15:23 that rebellion is as of witchcraft? Let me make sure I'm saying that right here. I'm gonna make sure that I'm saying that is right. So you go to 1 Samuel, I think it's in 1 Samuel 15. I think it's 15:23. Let me read. It says right here, it says, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and the stubbornness is of iniquity and idolatry. So right there, this is exactly what this woman and Jimmy Evans is talking about. They're talking about use the court system. And we also even got 1 Corinthians 6 Doesn't 1 Corinthians 6 say, dare any of you go to the law? To the law? Which law? The law of God? No. To the law of the unjust. So people going to the court system, to this Roman Greco court system, to extort money from the man is wicked. It's straight out wicked and evil. So this is exactly the typical rhetoric you hear from Christianity. They sit here, twist it, warp the word of Yah, and try to make it say what it doesn't even say. And you got this woman sitting here literally taking the counsel of Jimmy Evans and backing him up because of some comment I made. And all I did is literally just put scripture. All I did was backing up a scripture. And she's saying that she used the technique, it got worse. What do you expect? If he's a real man, he's not going to put up with you trying to manipulate him, trying to get him to do what you want him to do by taking him to court. How's that going to help a man unless he's a simp? That's the only way that works. A man who loves this world, a man who doesn't want to lose his life, that's who you will be able to control. And guess what? If he ends up submitting to you, he is now, he just forfeited his soul. So if you were really such a good woman for 20 years, the man put up with your contentious ways for 20 years and enough was enough. And then you decide to say, I need to get this guy back in line by taking him to the court, by doing constructive separation. It's wicked. This is this is Christianity at its finest. So anyway, I'm gonna try to upload or at least show you so you guys can maybe comment on this woman, Elizabeth Johnson, and her comment. But this is wicked, guys. Constructive separation now. And the reason why I titled constructive separation, I hope all the people that's looking for a way to deceive and to warp and to usurp their husband, that maybe they'll run into this and say it's not biblical. You can't find nowhere in the Bible where it's okay for a woman to leave her man just because she feels abused. You can't find it. If anything, it says in 1 Peter that you shall win your husband over, even one who doesn't obey the word, that you're supposed to win him over by the conversation of the woman, not talking with no words. Your conversation means, if you look behind the English words, your actions, your obedience, being in subjection to your own husband, just like Sarah was. And she called her husband master and had no fear. Yah does not give us a spirit of fear. Obedience is how you win your husband over who does not believe in the word. Even a man is naturally constituted to love his wife. That's why we're commanded to love our wife like our own body. We know how to love. A woman does not know how to love. A woman is naturally like a child. She's selfish, self-absorbed, self-focused. A man is the one that knows how to love. And so if you want to really win them over, be obedient and watch what happens. I'm even dealing with a sister in the ministry here where her parents, in the beginning, was not for her to be a part of this ministry. But just because now as a daughter, we talking about a daughter of Zion here now, and she goes back home, she's very subjected to her father. She's obedient. She does what she needs to do. And now she's at least won the father enough to say, it's okay for you to stay up there at Straightway Praise Land. He's been up here to pick her up. He's taken her back. We have had good conversation. Very respectful. He doesn't believe what we believe. But guess what? You know how come the father has a different tune now? Because of his daughter. Because of the way she carries herself. She's meek, quiet, obedient. Does not get into arguments with her parents anymore, especially her father. And she comes in and do what she needs to do. She honors him. Because she's still under his roof. He still take care of her in so many ways. But for the most part, she stays here with us. So I know that you can still, a good, godly woman who's a godly woman who chooses to be holy can win over a non-believer. You can win him over. He may not necessarily come this way, but you can at least get him to say, hey, I'm not going to mess with this stuff. And I would even go on to say that it's probably being an inspiration to her mother. Inspiring her on what it looks like to be a godly woman. I wouldn't be surprised if the father is saying, man, I wish my woman would treat me like my daughter. I'm just saying, when you see the contrast, you just see that. And that's why I think a lot of wicked women don't want to be around our holy women, because they don't want their wicked deeds to be exposed. Because when you have a righteous woman who can do it right, who's obedient, who's meek, who's quiet, who's reverence her head. Then the women who are not doing that don't want to be around those women, because now they don't have no cloak to hide their shame, their wickedness. So constructive separation is hateful, it's wicked, it's despicable, it destroys lives, it destroys people. I mean, it's straight from the pit of hell. So anyway, go in there. I mean, you guys can go in there and comment or whatever. I just wanted to just use this as an opportunity, as a platform to just share this stuff. So constructive separation is wicked. I'll end on that. And I did just recently, Pastor Dow, and I'll talk about this on another one, but he talked about, I just did an interview with ESPN again. So we'll see how that's all going to be detailed. So once that becomes downloadable, I will put that on my channel. But anyway, I hope this guy stimulate thought, guys. Hey, stick to the word. The word is true. And if anybody disagrees, what I'm saying, if you can show me in the Bible, it's okay for a woman to constructively separate from her husband until he repents to her and acquiesce and capitulate to her. Please tell me, show me. Maybe I'm missing something. Now you got something, and yeah, just show me. I'm all ears. But anyway, until next time, shalom, shalom. Did I end it? I don't know if I ended. Did I end it? Nope. You guys are still there. Hey, check out Sisters coming up. For those sisters out there that may be listening at 6 p.m. Central Time. So check that out. All right. Shalom, shalom. I'm trying to press this end button.